There's something bugging me. Something I've been meaning to do. But I just can't for the life of me remember. Do you ever get that? Like, in the back of your mind, there's something you set aside to do. And you know it, but you just don't know what. Sometimes you remember what it starts with, like an S or something. But that usually doesn't help. Especially as it usually ends up starting with an R or a Q or something. Maybe if I just close my eyes or don't think of anything at all, it'll come to me. It's really bugging me. It's been on my mind for days now. A history teacher of mine told me to think about something else, like history or what everyone's wearing. And it would come to you, just come to you out of thin air. That's the way the mind works, he said. Wait a minute. Maybe it was my gym teacher. He was always telling me things. I remember he told me to eat pasta before a game. That was something he told me. He also called me a pig with women. Is that the kind of thing you tell a 14-year-old? I never quite got what he meant by that. He had a green VW van and a thick yellow mustache. And a kid told me once that he was gay. Yeah, he saw him, he said, holding hands with some guy by the old Safeway in Quadra. I never liked that area. In fact, I was there just earlier today and I said to myself, you know, I've never liked this area. Not because of the gay thing or anything, but, well, just because. Once when I was a baby, I crawled down the steps of my grandma's and out into the busy street. My grandma heard the tires screeching, I guess. I can't remember, really. That's what they tell me, anyway. But then there's that thing I'm supposed to do. Sometimes I think if you forget something, it's just as well. You weren't meant to remember it, but that's not really true. Eventually, everything will be remembered, I guess. I remember once I had lots of memories, things I didn't know what to do with. I've forgotten most of them now. They're filled with new ones. Either way, they're different. Sometimes I remember dreams. Dreams I had as a kid, and then remember they really happened. Or sort of happened and were sort of dreamed. But put together in my head. Or pulled apart. Mostly, I just don't remember anything. But maybe I'm memorizing something else. Say I'm thinking of nothing. Could I remember that? Why don't I ever remember those kind of things? I had a history teacher once. It's funny what you're taught in school. Sure, you're taught lots of things, I guess, but that's not what you remember. I remember he had a VW van and a big, thick mustache. That's about it. On a pointer. He always held a pointer. But I can't remember a thing he said. He was always saying things to me, too. Once he told me about girls. He told us all about girls, I guess. About things girls get. You know, how they're filled with bacteria. One time he caught something and he couldn't wear underwear, so I remember that. There were showers in that gym, but I never used them. Some guys would walk around naked. I remember I used to shower every day. That's when I lived at home. There's no shower here, though. Just a tub. Once I hit the floor and blacked out and didn't remember anything. That's the time I remember. I remember playing. I was running. And then I just remember him telling me what happened. My memory turns into the memory of what happened. His memory of it. All I know is I woke up in that change room. From the window you could see his thick yellow VW. That room had a smell to it. But anyhow, I can't remember. It's really getting me down. What would I need to remember? something I need to do. Maybe I forget because it's done. That wouldn't be the first time. S. It starts with S. S-R. That doesn't make sense. Maybe Q. That pasta never did work anyway. I was just as bad as ever. I hated that team. Everyone on our team hated it too. We were at the bottom. It was embarrassing. Our gym teacher must have hated it. We were so bad. He had a thick green mustache when he pushed me out of the traffic. I could have died, I guess. He saved my life. I can't remember, really. I blacked out. But I could see my blood stain later on the road. There were these girls, grandmothers, and a baby. What was I wearing? It was a green and yellow Mustang, I think. I was drenched to my underwear in a cool spring shower. Oh, I don't know. Just can't seem to remember. I guess I never will.